So that's what the samurai on a horseback's supposed to symbolize, huh? Jesus Christ. Well, welcome back to this Samurai Jack Vlogs series that I'm doing right now. Apparently I want to address the elephant in the room right now that you know, the Scotsman's back. And yeah, I mean, I'm sort of glad that that he finally gets his due, and he deserves it. He's one of the breakout characters in the series, and he also has a couple of special warriors with him. If you thought the $7 of Aku was extra thick, then his daughters are extra thick. Oh god, yeah, they were some fine ass mothers, I'll tell you that. Oh my god, shoot. But we finally get to see Ashi in this episode, and her character development becomes fully realized and stuff like that. She starts believing in Jack, and she sees the total carnage and destruction, and all the various monstrosities that Aku has brought upon the world. How she was fed these lies throughout the past 20 years of her life, depending on her age. She's probably around 20, 21 years old, maybe. Yeah. And the thing about Ashi is that she is a fucking badass in this episode. She absolutely owns this episode. But I wish I could say the same about Jack. I mean, we finally get to see the total malaise, or the actual depression and self-hate that he has brought upon himself, when he thought that I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, because this review is completely spoilerish. But when he thought that that he failed to rescue the kids from the clutches of the power site and stuff like that, he thought that they were all dead. He starts walking towards the samurai on a horseback, and he said, like, it's time. And then Jack was like, yes, it is time. So, and it's that same samurai on horseback that he'd been trying to avoid throughout the whole beginning of the series, pretty much. He kept looking at it, and then there was style illusions and stuff like that. Oof. And yeah, that's the type of thing he tried to avoid, or at least ignore. This time, by the end of the episode, he didn't. So yeah, I mean, back to Ashi. I kind of like the montage that that Jack and Ashi had. It looked like it took them a couple of months to to navigate throughout the whole parts of the world, and see the destruction of Aku. And I wouldn't say poor Ashi, and stuff like that, but she actually acknowledges that Aku is actually the evil one, and she starts sympathizing with Jack, because she was raised throughout her whole life saying that Aku's the good one. And, Jack is the bad guy, which is not true. She finally saw the truth, and yeah, the first act of the episode, their banter between each other was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it kind of was. They she's like, I want the truth, and Jack was like, no, you don't need the truth, because you're too blinded by Aku's hate. And she didn't take that lightly. She really didn't. I wouldn't either. How can you? But I mean, it's justified because she tried to kill him many times. So that's the reason why Jack was reluctant to tell her about Aku and stuff like that, because she would just shrug it off and just try to kill him in the first place. But yeah, was it a heavy episode? Heavy episode? Not really. Towards the end, it got really heavy. It got really gruesome for its TV PG rating, which is, it's not odd at all, because there wasn't any blood in this episode, and there wasn't any blood in the previous episode. So, yeah, I mean, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any blood, but shoot, the Scotsman gets vaporized by Aku. 1, 2, Ashi gets tortured by electricity, and we got all these fappers fapping to the extra thick sadomasochism in this goddamn episode. After seeing that, and poor Jack. Oh my god! Now, with we finally get to see what the samurai horseback is. Jack wants to kill himself right after he saw that. I mean, he had enough. He thought that it was possible that he could save all those kids. Those were kids, y'all. Those were kids. And is it me or... Okay, I'm gonna bring up an obscure show. Do y'all remember the show called Kappa Mikey? And the blue... there was a guy with the blue hair. Those creatures kind of reminded me of that dude. I think he was voiced by the dude in Kappa Mikey. I think he was voiced by the same dude who voiced Goku in the English dub of Dragon Ball Z Funimation. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not entirely sure, but it might be a possibility and a coincidence, a good coincidence that is. But yeah, I mean, that's what they kind of reminded me of, and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just a little stray observation that I just want to point out. But overall, the episode was phenomenal, like all the other episodes was. I did have a couple of problems with this episode, and it's in terms of pacing. The editing kind of seems kind of awkward a little bit. There was this cut, and then a cut, and then a cut. It wasn't it didn't go as smooth as the other episodes did. It kind of felt like it was out of place, but it really wasn't. It was just trying to be straightforward with it. It was trying to speed up the character development that Ashi was going through in between the episode. And yeah, I do have to give mad props to this to the voice acting. Phil Lamar did a great job. Tara Strong does an amazing job as Ashi. And yeah, I mean, we didn't get to see Jack's conscience in this episode, which is, I mean, that's a first, I think. No, it's not a first. It's like, this is the second episode that he didn't appear in this season. They didn't have enough room for him to appear, but that's just how it is. And there's also one more thing that I want to point out, and that's the sheer optimism that Ashi had at the end of the episode. I never seen her that happy. But, ooh, Lord. I mean, that was a great episode. It really was. And, can't wait to see more. In the next episode, we get to see Ashi trying to look for Jack. Yeah. And at the end of the promo, we see him meditating, or he's in a state of, not being able to move or something like that. Meaning that the illusion might be a real, the illusion might be like a real, fully realized person, or I have no idea. Or is it Jack trying to prevent himself from committing suicide? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, that's my overall thoughts about episode 5 of the final season of Samurai Jack. I hope you enjoyed this, and I also want to give an update on the Rise and Fall of Deke. I just finished the intro, so I got 19 clips to go. So just be patient, y'all, because it's coming. Anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode too. Not, I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I just want to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, there we go. And I guess I gotta say bye. So from the SCMediaWorks studios in Grand Prairie, Texas, I hope to see y'all next time. And peace out, y'all. Make sure y'all look at the Samurai Jack Reddit. It's gonna be pretty interesting things over there. So just stick around, y'all. Anyways, deuces, yo.